the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. Can they have another magical Game 6 to force Game 7, which would be Friday night? And Bridges called for the foul. He immediately...
Paul is tired out there, but he told me that horrible leg injury he suffered playing for Team USA back in 2014, it inadvertently prepared him for games like this. He said he lost a little bit of his game when that happened. He'll never be the player it used to be, but it forced him to learn how to squeeze out more from less. As he put it, the shortcuts, the little physical tricks that you break out when your body just won't go. And even more so, Mike, how to push through mentally when your body isn't doing what you want to.
Throw. Jackson now with 13 points.
And I've heard that he faces Paul George, undue harsh criticism. And I just don't see it in print media. Now, talk show hosts, yeah, they're going to say stuff. But if you're going on to social media for either validation and affirmation or even taking criticism from them, I don't understand why a player would go on social media. I don't see how that benefits you.
That's expected at times. It's just the way the society is.
No, but why would you go on there if you know it's 90% negative as Paul hits a mid-ranger? Why?
Down the other end, Terrence Mann blocked by Booker. A point so far, gets the pass inside to Marcus Morris. Morris tied up against 8. Nice little fake up and under. Sweet move from Marcus Morris. He's got 15. He leads the Clippers in scoring so far. Booker finds Bridges. Bridges to Crowder. Crowder's been hot. That continues. Jay Crowder, his 5th three-pointer. He's the Suns' leading scorer, Mark.
He was looking at the sideline even before it went in. He felt it.
And George fouled on his way to the basket. Ball using the Ayton screen. Ayton's got Terrence Mann on him. Double team, back out Bridges. Bridges a 3. Way off.
This is where Paul George has got to get more aggressive in transition.
Got Chris Paul on him now. Beverly. Back out to Terrence Mann. Mann drives, gets inside, layup, missed it. Ayton the rebound, nearly knocked out of his hands. 9 boards for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder, dangerous pass. Bridges nearly lost it inside to Ayton, who's wrapped up by Jackson. That's going to be the first. Ayton lays it up and in. Nice soft touch from the big man.
Chris Paul threw it high, and then Ayton kept it high.
Jackson to Mann. Now Morris. Terrence Mann given some room. Can't get it to fall. And DeAndre Ayton with yet another playoff double-double. 12 points, 10 boards. Chris Paul, a little shake and bake. Elbow jumper, missed it. Booker is guarding Morris. Morris wants the ball, wants the post up. There's the pass, double teamed, out to Mann. Terrence Mann, the drive, blocked by Crowder, but a foul. And that's 4. Beverly back on Booker. This has been fun to watch all series, those two. Bridges, guarded by Jackson. Mikal Bridges drives inside, layup, blocking foul, count it, and 1.
Third quarter. If I'm the Phoenix Suns right now, I'm thinking, put them away. Let's go for the knockout punch right now, offensively and defensively.
There's 2 other teams that tried to do that here in these playoffs and were unsuccessful as Paul George knocks it. Been all about comebacks.
I like that, Coach, getting Paul George a touch on the post before help can get involved.
And Paul George went quick against the body-up defense of Torrey Craig.
Ayton, Terrence Mann on him, uses his height, can't get it to fall. Torrey Craig the rebound. Bridges to Paul. Paul gets in the paint, floats it up, shot is good. Chris Paul, 18 points.
Torrey Craig is always crashing from the corner.
Morris gathers, not that time. Booker comes flying in for the rebound. Booker uses the screen beautifully and flushes.
Contact.
He's a bigger, more physical defender than Bridges.
DeMarcus Cousins back in. Cousins had good scoring in the first half, struggled defensively. As just to get to the playoffs, his first 5 years, not only didn't make the playoffs, but 4 of the 5, Suns were a bad team. A lot of losses. They hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 years. He has shined in this postseason. Paul tied up, gets Bridges. Bridges off the glass.
Such a good cutter. Just a sense of timing. Right through the dotted circle, and good feed by Paul.
5 points in the third quarter for Bridges. Chris Paul 6 assists. Jackson back to Morris. 7 on the 24. Morris makes his move. Now Ayton looking to close out. Morris pulls up. Jumper's good. Past the midway point here in the third.
You want to get the high screen and roll with DeMarcus Cousins involved.